Now, just concluding the things, now from all of you media guests are here. After 15 years, they caught you, and they also never give up to meet you for the last 15 years. So I think I take a few questions, and all related to development in Indian football. You know, today we are celebrating to a new height of Indian football through Oliver's vision. So the question should be pertaining to Indian football. Is it okay, my media friends? We'll take 2 or 3 or 4. You can only
Hello, hello.
Can you stand up? You can see you.
Yeah, hi Oliver.
Hi, hello.
Nice to have you back here in India. And of course, we could see earlier what you mean to young football lovers over here. You spoke about your, your farewell match 15 years ago. If you can maybe tell us a little more about, your involvement, whether that, in fact, that experience that you had, did that stir something in you to return at some point and be involved in some capacity, which is what has maybe brought you back? Did that play a role in bringing you back to India and wanting to do something here?
Yes, absolutely. I think this retirement game in 2008 in Kolkata, this was really a special moment in playing your last game in front of 125,000 people cheering you and feeling the excitement of people, feeling the love of football for people. And believe me, you will never forget. You will never forget a moment like this. And as I said before, I founded the Oliver Kahn Academy, I think now 7 or 8 years ago, and we worked together with different countries to develop football further, to work together with federations, to work together with clubs, academies, or organizations. And I think for me that's always a heart-making thing. It's always heart-making to work together with, as I said, countries, federations, or clubs if they want to develop football further. Because I had the opportunity to make my dream come true. And now it's an important thing to help others that their dream may become true. And that's why when I met Kaushik, and we often met in the last years, and yes, a lot of things are going on. Country in India is developing and developing, also football. And yes, that's the reason why today, why I am here and trying to help to grow football in the future.
Hi Oliver, great to have you in India. So whenever people talk about Oliver Kahn, people relate to you with your fearlessness. So how you developed that attitude of being very fearless when you took the football pitch, and how can the young footballers of India develop that fearless attitude so that they can grow and become a fearless footballer?
Now, when I was a young kid, I was the opposite. I was not born as a fearless kid. No, it was totally the opposite. And everything depends on your coach. And the most important guy are your parents. And then your first coach you have, for me it was in football. And my first coach, he wanna have a very loud, present, and sometimes aggressive type of goalkeeper. this was the time, this was the 80s, when the goalkeeper, yes, must align with all these characteristics. Aggressiveness, loud, big, huge, physical, strong. And he gave me the self-awareness, my first coach, he gave me the self-awareness, you are good. And I want to have you as this kind of goalkeeper, because that is your character. So show me your character on the field. And that shows how important it is that the coaches you have in whatever sport, that they promote you, that they foster your strengths and bring them out of yourself. And that's why I'm very thankful and grateful to my first coach, which I had in my hometown team.
Just two questions more. One and a bus. Yeah.
Hello, Oliver.
A little louder.
Hello, Oliver. My name is Gaurish. I'm from Sportsman. I'm a Bavarian.
No, louder.
Don't understand. Sorry.
Hello. So the question is, of course, India is in a transitional phase when it comes to football, and even FIFA has developed a facility here. So the question is how important, of course, India needs to be better in football, but how important will it be for football as well to get developed in India in context of commercial and marketing aspects that the world can get from India?
What they're asking, why Indian football is to develop the context of football in general, marketing and all aspects. To develop football, then the football needs to develop for sake of, am I right? Question? Yeah, what the world can get, why Indian football should be developed to get enriched world of football.
Well, when I understand you in the right way, I think we're talking about the commercialization and marketing things around football. Well, I think that's what you will see in the future in European football. Everything develops more and more to entertainment. But I think the most important thing is football as itself. The basic, the core from football. And for example, in Europe, football is so deeply rooted in the society. So it's not just a marketing thing, and people don't like that in Europe if you talk about football in these kind of commercialization aspects. But on the other hand, especially for the big clubs, it's a very important part, and it always belongs together. On the one hand, you develop the sport, and on the other hand, you develop all the commercialization things around this sport. But it's very important that you are successful. If you are successful, it's much more easier to make marketing, to get sponsors, to get broadcasting deals, and all these kind of things. So first is the sport itself, to develop it on the highest level, to perform on the highest level, and then you can build a marketing machine and entertainment issues around that sport.
Just two more questions.
Yeah. Hi, Oliver. This is Pankaj. Welcome to India. You had a special style of your own goalkeeping. Germany has a special style of playing football. Do you think India needs to develop its own flavor of football so that we can succeed stage by stage in the upcoming years?
Absolutely. When I'm working together with different countries, especially with the Oliver Kahn Academy, for us, it's very important to establish a kind, we call that a coach-to-coach system. That means the most important thing is that you develop your own strength, your own coaches. Yes, maybe you get some help from outside, but to develop your own coaches, you have to develop your own Indian style, your own philosophy, and that's where we here and there maybe can help, but the development of something substantial must always come from inside the country, and I think this is the most important thing, develop your own style.
Hi Oliver, good evening. Welcome to Mumbai. I'm Sanjay from ETV. I just wanted to know how would you describe the present Indian team, especially Sunil Chhetri. It's a good sign you have said that India very soon play the World Cup. But at present, the Indian football team, how will you describe? Especially Sunil Chhetri.
You're talking about Indian football. How you feel it to be developed? Like his question is that. You should be more specific about not a player.
What was the question?
How you describe the Indian football team, present Indian football team, and especially the Sunil Chhetri? A few words about the Sunil Chhetri.
Don't understand.
Yeah, I think your question should be specific on Indian football, not individuals.
Yeah.
It's best to ask for about development.
Okay, individual Indian team.
Yeah. You tell me, repeat your question, please.
How can you describe the at present Indian football team? Current Indian football team.
You mean about the current Indian football team?
Yeah, yeah.
It's a very easy question. Well, I'm not really an expert, you know, and I don't like to talk about a football team in depth when I haven't seen them several times. I saw the team playing here and there, and I think that's what I always say. You have such a huge potential. You have such a big willingness for success, and yes, I think the most important thing is believing in yourself, believing in further development, believing in coaching, believing in your big dreams, and then I think everything is possible. Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen. And just to concluding, let's one pledge for after 15 years, Oliver is here. So, my young friends, why not should you pledge today? We never give up. Should you say?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.